All right, so these are for the VTX 1800 or 1300. Really any bike that already has bolted up parts for their bike can use them, as long as it looks normal. Mine look pretty normal, but they're not, you know, it doesn't look goofy. So these saddlebags are the saddlebags from I don't know what year they start, but it's up to 14. If you get the newer ones that have the latch up here, they won't fit these brackets. And these brackets are from the same years. You want to make sure you match those up. If you don't match those up, they're going to look really bad, or they won't match up. So these ones go all the way down and over. That's what it looks like right here. I'll go through in a second. But you gotta make sure the saddlebags are the ones that open up like this. If you get the ones that have, don't mind the mess. Get the ones with this, the opening right here, they won't fit the bracket. The holes line up different. I learned that the hard way, but I made it work. So you pretty much, let me try to get this thing. Okay. So you pretty much don't get the quick disconnect things right here. I know there's ones that you can screw in or on. Don't get those. Don't waste your money. You can just do it with these ones. It's easier. This thing, if you want to take the saddlebag off, they make those. It's already in the packet when you buy the saddlebags. And they work pretty good. I mean, I could always go and find a different way of doing that part. Anyways, so the supplies you're gonna need, you're gonna want to get a 1/4 inch of steel. You can have that whatever thinness, fatness, whatever you want. And then you kind of just, the width of it, or yeah, the width of that side, you kind of want to just have it the size of this part. Just because these ones, you can have them as straight as you want, but they probably won't be as straight. And you don't want to end up being too far off or something like that. But so the brackets, when you get them, they're going to have this part. You're going to have a hole here and a hole here. For these saddlebags, you want to mount the bracket to the saddlebags and then place it up against the bike. And you want to find kind of how you think it might look level. And then that's where you'll find out where this hole goes. It's very overwhelming when you start off, but you get it, and then it ends up being pretty nice. But when you get this 1/4 inch of steel, you pretty much cut it where you want it. I can always cut this one shorter, but I haven't. I probably will in the future. But for this bolt, you want this bolt and that bolt to be a little bit longer. I know when they come stock, you just want like probably this much more, probably that much more on the bolt. So, and make sure that make sure they're easy accessible. Like you don't want, I ended up cutting this one off because I had it extending out here and that just wasn't gonna work. This one came from some quick disconnects leather saddlebags that they had on here, but I cut that off and then I got a new one of these. Just make sure that one was fine, but make sure that one is a little bit longer. So you'll want the 1/4 inch thing of steel. Go to your local steel place. It's pretty easy to get it. It cost me like $8 for this one. This one is the same one, and then the other side. So you pretty much want to get a piece of cardboard, draw out this as much as you can, as good as you can, and then get the holes as direct as you can. You want to use measuring tape if you need it, but you want the height, the width, the length, everything to make sure it's identical, and then go up there and get the steel. I will find out how long this steel is, so it'll make it easier for you. I got a dirty garage. So this one is about 14 inches long. Same for the other side, I think. The other side I had it a little bit shorter, so the other side is 13, but you can just do 13. That one is about 4. You can get away with 4, maybe 4.5. I would go 4.5 just to be safe. And then the height of it, you want 1.5. 1.5 is good. You just want to make sure that this, that, and that have room to go up and down if they need it. So you get that, you get that. I didn't do any kind of welding. I didn't cut these off and didn't weld them in other places. It's all how it's supposed to be. But you get that, this. You will want these bolts. You just want, for these ones, you can do whatever size you want. I forgot exactly how wide I got these ones, but just enough where they fit through the hole. And then you want to have a strong bolt and a strong nut and a washer on this side. But make sure they're strong. You don't want to snap it, so make sure they're going to be good enough to tighten down. I snapped to one and had to go back. But you want 1, there's one on this side, 2, 3, so you want 6 of that size. And then there's this, I don't know if you see this silver part, but it's like a bandwidth or something that you can go around. I don't know if you can see right there, right here. So it just stretches around, and then you use, this one's a smaller bolt and a smaller nut. Smaller than that one. I don't know if you can see the difference, but you want 2 of those, at least 2. Go for 4 if you want to, just to be safe. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of that size, and make sure you get the nuts and the washer. And then 2 of these, make it 4 just to be safe. And then this one, you want to get just this clamp that you can wrap around. It'll come with rubber around it. Take the rubber off, it doesn't fit with the rubber on. And then, so for this one, you will drill. And for the drills, I used a Cobalt drill bit. You want to make that hole, and then you'll kind of line it up to see how what room you have for this one. You can't even see, sorry. So that one, and this one is not centered, so it's up top, because that part won't fit. You can cut it, but it just, you can probably get away with cutting the piece of steel so you can raise it up some. But I have it just like that for right now. It's worked. So you want a longer bolt of this one, and then that nut bolt goes that way, and then that's pretty much it. Actually, you're gonna want I think those came with it. Yeah, I think those came with it. So I think when you buy this, yeah, it came with it. So when you buy the saddlebags, it'll have this part, or the brackets, I don't remember. It'll have this part, and then the bolt and the nut with the Allen wrench. Very confusing on how to mock those up. I definitely am glad I have Allen wrenches. It is an Allen wrench. I forgot what size, but yeah, that's it. And when you do it, I don't know if you noticed, but they're kind of crooked. This one's kind of crooked. It could probably go in some, but with this, and I'm definitely gonna fix this soon, but I haven't. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's touching the exhaust and making a rust spot. Definitely, if you're gonna do it right. I didn't do it right at first. Cut off a portion of this and make it go up more. Once it goes up more, it won't touch the exhaust like this is, and this side will probably come down. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't done it yet, but it most likely will come down in and look straight. But that is how I did it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer.